Mandy, Indiana, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So Valentine, Scott will get to you in a moment, don't you worry. But you're of French origin.
I'm super French, yeah.
Okay, and so when did you come over to the UK?
When I was 19 for uni, and then I stayed because I was bored in Paris.
Right, okay. And so were you in any bands when you were in Paris?
No, not in Paris. I actually studied classical music and lyrical singing for like 15 years.
Oh, right, okay.
So I was in music school for a minute.
Right, okay. So has any of the tutors, the lecturers, etc., heard Mandy, Indiana?
Oh, I doubt it, because I left when I was quite young. But I would quite like to know what they think of my shouting.
We should send it to them, I think.
Yeah, probably.
I think you probably should, you know. And so, you mentioned before that Mandy, Indiana is Scott's invention. So, Scott,
Yes.
I told you I'd come to you, didn't I?
Thank you.
So, you have come as close to reinventing the wheel as any band I've heard in a long while. So, what was the intention of the band when you put it together? Did you have this sound in your head, or did it just kind of develop?
Yeah, it was that. Just just reinventing the wheel, you know. I've played in bands for a long time, so I just wanted to make something that I wanted to hear, really.
Okay, what bands were you in before?
Not great ones.
No offence to your previous band members, obviously.
We've all been there.
No, there was some interesting stuff. I think the band that I was in before this was called Pool Art, and that was definitely a kind of a gateway band
They were really good.
into Mandy, Indiana. It was starting to move towards this kind of sound, and I met Val in Atma, and she was playing in another band, and she was just not really like anybody I'd ever seen before, and I was like, I didn't love the band, but she really stood out, and I was just like, wow, you know, especially at that level, you know, it was kind of like a sparsely attended gig, and in a smaller kind of venue, a great venue, but a smaller venue, and I was just like, wow, you know, I really want to work with her.
So I'm getting the picture here. So you went into a room and thought, I don't like this lot, but I'm going to nick her.
Well, yeah, it didn't really happen that way.
Yeah.
Let's tell it that way.
It was all very above ground.
I'm sure it was. No, absolutely. I'm pulling your leg. And so I haven't seen you playing live yet, and I will remedy that, but it seems like a very visceral affair. And there was one clip, actually, Scott, of you flailing about, swinging your guitar about, and Val is on the floor, and you whack the mic stand, and it falls over and hits her. And have you never heard of, health and safety?
I'm pretty sure he actually tried to murder me, because we keep saying the album's going to sell a lot better if I die.
Oh.
So I feel that was the first attempt.
I've definitely heard of Health. That's a big inspiration. So.
That's very dark. Okay, then. So is there really a place in Indiana called Mandy?
No, that's why we called it Mandy, Indiana, because we used to be called... Actually, yeah, let's not go down that road.
No, don't.
We named ourselves after a city and got told we shouldn't.
Right, okay. Well, you see, before the session started, I did tell you that you could lie. You can say whatever you like. I can't.
That was a lie.
Right, good. Excellent. Okay. So the album, okay then, I've Seen a Way. It says in your press release it was recorded off-site, in off-site recording locations. What does that mean?
It was recorded in a cave just outside of Bristol, and in a crypt inside of Bristol. And then there's a lot of field recordings, some of which were donated to us by the guy who engineered the record, Joe Jones, who's amazing, and records a lot of environment sounds. So yeah, it was sort of a collage of different locations and different kind of field recordings, and we didn't want to go into a studio because we've kind of done that before in other projects. So it's just about trying to find something that was new to us, I guess.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, the textures and sounds and everything, the dynamics are brilliant. And I did play you back-to-back with Bat Chain Puller by Captain Beefheart. There is no greater compliment than that. So
yeah, I remember that.
We can move on. So what are you going to do next then, Mandy, Indiana?
The next song is Bottle Episode, which was on our 2021 EP, ... Easily Google.